he knows so much, why isn't he a material witness? I don't get it. Everybody's so interested in hauling me off the court to force me on the stand to do this or to do that. But this man is sitting over here, he's been dry snitching for almost 2 years straight. And he's not a witness? Why not? Because he didn't want his property messed with, which was Cassie. Why ain't nobody asking him to come testify about it? Why is he not being called in?
Jaguar Wright may have taken a bold gamble by targeting 50 Cent. Many have tried this before, and the outcome has rarely been in their favor. It's uncertain what led her to believe this time would be any different. To be fair, Jaguar has never held back. She's made several serious accusations involving Diddy, Jay-Z, and others. In Diddy's case, some of her claims appeared to hold a degree of credibility. It could be argued that she was at least partially accurate, if not completely right, regarding certain behaviors linked to him. Regarding Jay-Z, his prominence likely meant he dismissed her comments initially, but when she appeared on Piers Morgan's show, it drew mainstream attention, triggering a legal response that included a cease and desist letter, followed by an official lawsuit. Now her attention has turned to 50 Cent. She begins by questioning why he hasn't been brought into the legal probe surrounding Diddy, implying that his lack of involvement is suspicious. Interestingly, this could actually work in 50 Cent's favor. The fact that someone with a long-running feud with Diddy, who presumably knows that world inside and out, hasn't been contacted by investigators may suggest that he has no connection to the situation. Still, Jaguar Wright seems to see it another way.
Jag, who do you think is all going to be in the RICO?
Who do I think's going to be in it?
Yeah.
How about we say it like this? Since people like putting me in lawsuits fraudulently and everyone wants to sue me, let's be a little careful with that. I'm going to tell you who I think should be in it. Sean Carter, Curtis Periwinkle Jackson. I'm about sick of him. Did you see that crap that he put up last night?
No, what did he put up?
Finger in the Jigger Man for helping Diddy boom boom Kid Cudi's car. That's interesting, isn't it?
She references a post where 50 Cent wrote, "Friends till the end, Jay. You still there? We blew up Cudi's car to show him who's boss. Lol." In this message, 50 Cent seems to hint that Jay-Z might have had some involvement in the incident with Kid Cudi's car. From a personal standpoint, that theory feels far-fetched. A more reasonable take would be that Diddy acted independently in that situation. What really stands out is Jaguar Wright's response. She has previously made much more serious accusations about Jay-Z, including claims suggesting he may have been connected to Aaliyah's death and other tragic events. These are heavy allegations, and yet now she's upset over 50 Cent simply implying something far less serious involving Jay-Z and Diddy? That inconsistency is difficult to overlook. If she truly believes Jay-Z was involved in such disturbing situations, then being offended by a relatively harmless comment about Kid Cudi seems contradictory.
Oh, damn.
Funny thing is he's always saying little slick stuff. And nobody ever figured he needs to be subpoenaed for any of it. If we go back and we think about things that he said before Cassie filed the lawsuit, right before Cassie filed the lawsuit, he was talking about how Diddy used to send videos of Cassie getting partied on, getting freaked off on. And he said he called him and he said, "Hey, have you seen this? I thought this was your girl. I thought you loved it." "Oh yeah, she loves it. She loves it. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, yada, yada, yada." That was evidence of a freak-off that he had footage of. Why was that not subpoenaed?
I don't know why 50 Cent hasn't been brought in, and I'm not going to guess. From where I stand, there are simply too many people involved in this entire situation. What caught me more off guard was the fact that Gene Deal hasn't been contacted. Gene, who once worked as Diddy's personal bodyguard, has spent over a decade in interviews claiming to have witnessed Diddy mistreating Kim Porter, Misa, and several others. He's even accused Diddy of committing crimes right in front of him. Gene has openly said he's willing to testify, yet prosecutors haven't reached out to him. Jaguar Wright has also stated that she was present during Diddy's alleged freak-off events. According to her, she was involved in escorting women out afterward. If she claims she was there and played an active role in removing people, then it's only fair to ask, why hasn't she been called in or questioned? That's the bigger point here. The same level of scrutiny she applies to others can very easily be turned around and aimed at her.
Ahem. Can Jaguar Wright please come to the front of the class, please? Miss Wright, you used to say that you would walk girls out of the freak-offs. Is that not true? You said in detail, with great passion, that you were walking them out of the freak-offs. As far as we know, freak-offs consisted of 3 people: Diddy, Cassie, who was never walked out of shit, and male sex workers. Who did you walk out of the freak-offs? Because you said you were saving women. Cassie, as far as we know, was the only woman there, and you didn't save her. So who did you save? I think now that we have a clear vision of what the freak-offs were, Cassie, a sex worker, and Diddy masturbating in the corner, we know now Jaguar Wright was not there. She was not saving anyone. She was not walking anyone out of the freak-offs. Are you fucking serious? We still have people who are like, well, Jaguar was right about Diddy. She said she was at the freak-offs saving people. That is obviously now not true. As far as we know now, the freak-offs were not Hollywood-filled, eyes-wide-shut parties with tons of people that someone like Jaguar Wright could somehow sneak into and pull people out of. They were tiny things in hotel rooms. Stop telling me, well, Jaguar was right about Puff. She was not.
I wouldn't go so far as to say Jaguar Wright is lying about Diddy. She's been speaking out about his alleged behavior for the past 4 or 5 years, and a good portion of her claims have turned out to be credible. That said, it's also possible that in some cases she may have exaggerated certain elements or inserted herself into stories she only heard secondhand. That doesn't necessarily mean she's being intentionally dishonest. Still, when someone claims to have first-hand knowledge, when their words suggest they were actually present, it's reasonable to wonder why they haven't been called to testify. Why haven't the authorities reached out to them? Maybe those are the questions that need answers. Before shifting the spotlight onto Curtis.
And if he knows so much, why isn't he a material witness? I don't get it. Everybody's so interested in hauling me off the court to force me on the stand to do this or to do that. But this man is sitting over here, he's been dry snitching for almost 2 years straight. And he's not a witness? Why not? If you have knowledge that the Jigga Man helped the Diddler boom boom Kid Cudi's car because he didn't want his property messed with, which was Cassie, why ain't nobody asking him to come testify about it? Why is he not being called in? Like all of this, ooh, I'm gonna sit on Instagram and I'm gonna just shoot a shot and I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna sit back and watch. And yet, please, this is serious. People have been hurt. People have been destroyed. Now you just want to be the lineup king, Curtis, huh? How about We line you up everything you did with Soldier Boy, who is now being used as a dog whistle against DDG. All of this is getting real suspicious. Real suspicious.
Come on.
Tory Lane's getting poked up. And now, all of a sudden, I'm sorry, did I have some things to say about the Tory?
Yeah, we're gonna circle back to Tory. But
It's unclear exactly what kind of implied threats Jaguar Wright believes she's aimed at 50 Cent, or what kind of information she thinks she has on him, but targeting him may be a serious miscalculation. One of the biggest mistakes someone can make is trying to link 50 Cent to conspiracy theories. The reality is, many powerful figures in the entertainment industry are often rumored to be part of secretive or elite circles. That's not to say such claims are always baseless. But in 50 Cent's case, he has consistently operated outside of those supposed groups. He's actually positioned himself against many of the individuals who are believed to be involved in those networks. He doesn't fit the typical mold. If anything, he's always been a bit of a disruptor. From where I stand, there's no legitimate reason to think 50 is tied to anything shady. So, if someone is suggesting that 50 Cent and Soulja Boy were involved in something questionable, and they're teasing some kind of reveal, they'd better be absolutely sure. You need real proof, hard evidence. We've seen this pattern with online conspiracy theorists over the years. They tend to target celebrities with the belief that these high-profile names are too rich or too busy to fight back. The logic goes something like this. Why would someone worth $100 million respond to me? I'm not even worth 50 cents. Pun intended. That kind of thinking leads people to believe they can say whatever they want without facing consequences, assuming celebrities won't waste their time or money, possibly millions in legal fees, on someone they see as insignificant. That mindset can be dangerous. To be clear, I'm not saying Jaguar Wright has been wrong across the board. She's said things about Diddy that later turned out to have some truth. But when it comes to 50 Cent, it's a different story. He has a long-standing reputation for not letting things slide. He's the kind of person who just might spend a fortune simply to make an example out of someone. So if you're going to speak on him, make sure what you're saying is backed by solid facts. What do you think? Is Jaguar Wright onto something again, or has she gone too far this time? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a future update. And, of course, drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think.